You're listening to KBC English Service.
David Matsanga is online and going to speak to us with regards to various headlines over the weekend. Dr. Matsanga, good to speak to you. I understand 2 weeks ago you were in Great Britain trying to pursue some agenda. Did it materialize?
First of all, I want to thank your listeners all over the whole Africa that I was in Europe, not only in Britain. I was in Brussels, in The Hague, in London to pursue and to explain to the international community that anything that the International Court of Justice will do on the maritime dispute between Kenya and Somalia will jeopardize the peace, the tranquility that is in the Indian Ocean, the security arrangements in the Indian Ocean, the dangers of the eastern route of trade being disrupted by Somali piracy will begin. So I was in London, basically tell the world that they put pressure on the judge of the ICJ to quit, to step aside and allow if there is any court procedure to take place, he should not take part in the court proceedings. He's a Somali national who has expressed so many feelings of Somalia, and he cannot be part and the person to make a judgment. 2, I was in London to pursue the route of those oil companies, Soma Oil Company and the Gas Limited, that bought the blocks that are bringing us the friction in the Indian Ocean. They use the money, the proceeds from this to spread terrorism. I wanted the British government to take part in investigations, thorough investigation, check on who was this that paid these companies, that paid this Somali prime minister, who was then the managing director of the company. Where did he take the money? Did he violate the United Nations sanctions list that had said no trading with Somalia? What is it that was not covered? So I was successful in launching those and making sure that those applications and that those review is being done. I've left it to the Serious Fraud Office of Britain to open up a dossier again to look at the evidence that is compelling. 3, I was in Europe to make sure that the situation, a demonstration, I've arranged for a demonstration. All Africans loving peace should assemble on that day, on 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. When the purported court will be taking place. I secured that permission from the mayor of The Hague to be part and parcel of that picketing that will take place in that place, in front of the ICJ. I am proud to be an African, to defend Africa, to say things like this. And I was predicting right. What I said about Famijo is correct. He's the false president of the people of Somalia. This is a man who agrees in one room and moves to the other room and says not agree. The flip-flop president of Somalia.
Back home, Deputy President was in Western once again trying to, oversee and preside over several fundraisers in church. And in Viga County specifically, he dismissed BBI, which is an initiative being advocated for by President Kenyatta and former Premier Raila Amolo Odinga. Is the rift within Jubilee widening further?
I think dismissing what you have not seen is the worst type of ignorance that one has in political science. You don't dismiss what you don't know. You don't know the strength of how the wind will sweep you. I studied politics to the highest degree, maybe beyond the DP, and I know political science on that level. In politics, you don't dismiss what you don't know. And let's be very frank. The BBI is the only route that you can now resolve the problems of this country. This country needs help. It needs a situation where there is peace. It needs engagement. It needs unity. It needs development, not rhetoric. And by the way, populist ideas vanish very fast. And this is 2019. By 2022, some of these actions might not be remembered. For example, if I tell you there are people who remember when the last case of ICC took place, very few people can remember if they don't go to Google in their telephone. So starting early does not mean you have finished. The government is government. I hate to say this, that don't die like Okonko. You remember the Okonko in the Things Fall Apart, in the book of Things That Fall Apart by Chinawa Achebe. Obiorika said, perhaps, my brother, you have been away for too long. Stay on course and the sea. Perhaps you are jumping the gun too early to dismiss the BBI. Perhaps the only vehicle that might be able to secure you a vote or a vote with the people of Kenya. I told people, I predicted that Punguza Muzigo will collapse. But one of the things that has made me so excited is this Punguza Muzigo in UG, where Governor Mandago and his team was passed in 2 hours. People are asking, what is all this? So, but I told you a Kuro court on this same program. I told you a Kuro court might go nowhere because it is a populist. It can pick up the quick emotions of people, but it has no basic. It has no basics. What Kenyans want is peace. We are already having problems with people trying to take out the borders of Kenya. You cannot bring a disunited Kenya, a disgruntled Kenya, and then you can't fight the external aggressors who are coming to take your place. A united Kenya is the legacy of President Uhuru Muigai Kenya. That legacy must remain as a united Kenya, which is an island of peace.
Kibra parliamentary by-elections has divided Jubilee further, with several politicians within the party saying that President Uhuru Kenyatta meeting football star McDonald Mariga, who is a candidate for the party in the constituency, does not insinuate that he's supporting him. Of course, Rachel Shebesh, who is a former woman rep Nairobi County, and Maina Kamanda, the nominated member of parliament, and former Lad Stare, all rallying their support behind ODM candidate. What is happening?
Are they voters of Kibra?
I don't know.
Yes. I am asking, they might not be voters of Kibra. Let the people of Kibra decide on whom they want. I mean, the question of Mariga and the rest, I want a party discipline. That's all. That's very important. Party discipline is very important. I want parties that can, if I were in power in anywhere in Africa, I would like to see a party with ideology. Is Jubilee a party with ideology? Is it moving in a direction that we have been looking for? I think it started very well, but somewhere someone started bringing division. This party is now cut in the middle, and the time has come for people to help President Uhuru Kenyatta. Other campaigners have split this party. They have gone on the war path of campaign to look for votes. And I've told you, political science, mark one rule: populist ideas vanish faster than enlightened. By 2022, people might not remember they were fundraising in the churches. Be careful, because this might not be remembered. You might have started the race too early. I am speaking from wisdom of political scientists as a man who has studied it to the highest level in the world. You can challenge me for an exam. We can see I will pass anywhere, even if my eyes are closed. The earlier you start, the worse it is in political science. One day in politics changes a lot.
Finally, a few lawyers are being elevated to the title of senior counsel, and it has elicited mixed reactions from those who did not make it. I don't know from where you sit. Was it a legitimate process?
Who has been elevated?
Several of them, of course. Abdikadir Mohammed is one of them. Even Philip Murugor is one of them. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, former vice president. Martha Karua.
Yeah, those ones are senior, yes, in law. Kalonzo Musyoka is senior in law. Martha Karua is senior in law. Who else?
Abdikadir Mohammed.
Yes, the former man of the constitutional advisor to the president.
Yes.
Yes, he has practiced law.
Always a pleasure speaking to you. Time not on our side, and of course we will wrap it on that note. Thank you for talking to us this morning. All the best.
Thank you very much.
This is KBC English Service.